let's say I get somebody on call and they're interested in my copywriting services. The core questions, I have a whole template of every single question, a whole script, boom, 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 like 20, 30 questions. You don't have to ask them all, obviously, but I have all this in my 6-Figure Copy Academy in the link in bio that you get access to if you join. I'll give you some of the core questions. When you're on that call with somebody, here's a little nugget, okay? First question you want to ask them is actually to set up the sales, to get people into a buying environment. When you get into the copywriting books and you start learning, if you've been at this for a couple of weeks or months and you've actually been in the books, right? If you've been in Adweek Copywriting Handbook by Joseph Sugarman, then you're going to learn how this verb and these phrasings about setting up a sales environment or setting up the buying environment, right? These are sales guys do this stuff and they have lots of tactics. Copywriters, there's ways to set people into a buying environment in your copy. You want to do that when you get on a call is set up the environment. So first things first, ask this question when they get on the call. Hey, like obviously like, hey, how's it going? Oh, hey, blah, 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 where are you calling from? Like break the ice. And then first question is, hey, before we get started, just curious, what made you want to hop on the call with me today? Always ask that question. You will get them telling you what the main thing, like they will start selling themselves on you. Obviously, that's not like a Hail Mary, it's going to work every time, silver bullet thing, but it will set up the buying environment. And you're also going to figure out like what they care about the most or what stood out to you the most. And they're going to start talking highly of you, right? Ideally, when you say like, hey, just curious, what made you want to hop on the call with me today? Oh, like I loved your audit and sample you sent over. Like it made a lot of sense. Like we're just trying to build our email up. So like, we were even thinking about hiring a copywriter. Just like listen intently to what they say after you ask that question. And you're going to get into a buying environment. Then the core questions go into is like, okay, tell me about your business. Just get them to tell you tell me about your business. What's your core offer? What do you actually offer people? That's the main things. Next thing is like, what are you trying to do in your business? What's your goal? Next thing, what's your biggest challenge right now with your marketing? Okay, and what are you doing to try to fix that? From there, there's a bunch more other questions you can go into depending on what they answer, but those are the core questions. You want to find out what their business actually is in case you're missing anything, what their goal is in their company, and what their challenge is with their marketing. And everything you present after that in terms of your copywriting services, it's going to be the solution to get to their goal that breaks through the challenges they're facing to get to their end goal. Sales isn't about being pushy and throwing things at people to hard sell them and give me my money and take this thing. True sales is actually finding out what people want, asking a lot of questions, finding out what people want, what their problems are, and then giving them a solution to those problems. It's that simple. So those are the core questions that you always want to ask, right? You can never succeed in sales. Well, you can succeed in sales. Sales is a skill and anybody can learn it and you can succeed it. So don't say you can't ever do anything. That's not true. It's just like riding a bike or writing copy or doing whatever. Sales is a skill and everybody can learn it and everybody should learn it. Because as you learn sales, you understand copywriting more. As you learn copywriting, you understand sales more. You understand that sales and copywriting literally are the same thing. The only difference is the way that each sales message is communicated. One's face-to-face and verbal, one is written down, and one-to-many. One-to-one verbal, one-to-many on paper through the written word. Yeah, and if you know this is a great ways, then level up, skill up, right? Upskill, baby. That's how you get better, is you learn and you invest time and money into your education to get better at these things. They're all just skills anybody can learn.